Hey guys, it's HelpingHans here, and I'm bringing you your 7th tip of the week. This time we're talking about capturing sectors. So, what you may think this is very obvious, and you probably know all there is to do about capturing sectors. However, some of you may have not thought about it. So I'm going to go over this just to make sure. So here we have a conscript squad, and here's a territory point. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our normal shift orders. So we're going to capture this territory, and then we're going to capture this victory point here. Okay. Now, as you've noticed, the squad actually goes to the centre of the point, which is not the most efficient use of trying to capturing sectors. What you want to do, instead of doing shift orders, if you're good with your micro and you can keep track of units, is put the squad on the edge of the territory, like so. Therefore, it reduces the time for this squad to go to the next sector, so you speed up the time between capturing sectors. So let's just say that he's captured that sector, and we'll move. And once he's done that, you can move on to capture the next sector. Like so. So just right over there, and you're now capturing the sector. It's always the best idea to capture a sector on the edge of the territory, so you can reduce the time to move on to the next point. Also, it's a good idea to capture the sectors in cover, like here. Here's some green cover here from this truck, and I'm going to use this cover to capture the sector. Try and utilise any cover that you can in sectors. So here you've got this truck here that will give you some cover here while you're capturing the sector, and anything that's going to give you a benefit from capturing a sector. Also, say if you've got a damaged vehicle, like this one over here, if I put this vehicle in this territory, and I've got an engineer nearby, I can repair that vehicle and capture the territory at the same time. It's a very good idea to do this, because then you kill two birds with one stone here, because you're repairing, which you need to do anyway, and you're also capturing a sector. So, as you see, I'm repairing my little vehicle here, and the sector is going all the way up and being captured there. Another good thing to do with engineers when capturing a sector is to put mines down. So here, for instance, here's an enemy sector. The enemy base is over here. He's going to become this direction in order to capture this sector. He won't obviously come from any other direction because his base is there. So I'll put a mine down on this side, and it's very likely that he'll step onto this mine and lose some men. There we go. The mine's there. It's also a very good idea to put down a demolition charge around about here, because here I would be able to see the once the sector's captured, I'll be able to see see if the unit is nearby, so I can detonate the charge. As we look over to this sector over here, this is a good example of what I'm talking about. You only see a very small site around that sector, you don't see the rest of the sector, so that's why you put the demolition charge very close to that point. So if I go back here and let my unit capture this sector, here we go, so I captured the sector now. Look at this enemy unit. He hit the mine, there we go. Obviously do the recon run there so I can see when the unit's coming, and now he's probably captured near that side. So if I detonate this charge, boom, I've almost killed the entire unit. I probably should have put it to the side, but you get the idea, If I put the demolition charge here, I would very likely destroy the entire unit. We'll now move on to the to this side over here, where you got some conscripts. So let's just say this sector's neutral and I want to capture it. It's a good idea here to put some sandbags around about here, as here I'll be in the zone of capping and give myself some green cover. So I'll be capturing this sector as well as making my squad useful by building some sandbags. Now, the fact that I've got, you might think, oh no, this is a bad idea, because it's also going to provide my opponent with green cover, which is true, it does, but they don't they won't be getting any cover from the inside the capping sector there. So, in order to prevent him gaining this green cover, it's a good idea to put a mine or a demolition charge on the opposite side of that with some engineers, if you've got them spare. So, this fortifies this position even further, making it much easier to hold this side. So there we go, the mine's going up. Take that unit away, and there we go. As a grenadier probably or whatever attacks this side, I could pretend to retreat, back away here. He hits the mine, and I rush back in there to grab the cover, and then I would probably win that fight because he's lost a couple of men due to that mine. So with that in mind, you've got to be wary of it being used against you. So, for instance, say if you were the German player and you thought there was an engineer planting mines here, or you just want to be cautious anyway, do not take your unit and charge and try and capture the sector from the quickest route. Take your unit and go around the side to grab it from this side, or go around, or take it and go around the far back, because that way you just avoid the chances of being hit by a mine altogether. The same for up here. If you see sandbags like this, and you see engineers in the area, you may expect there to be a mine here. So don't go rushing in there and hit it. Go around the edge and avoid the guys in green cover. Try and flank around the side to try and take out the unit. Also, guys, I'd just like to add that if you try to plant a demolition charge, I would wait before the sector has been neutralized, because they can see you planting a demolition charge. For instance, if I was the German player and this was my point, and I saw Soviets capping this side and put a demolition charge, I could see it, because they would plant it around here. Wait until the sector is neutralized so they don't have line of sight, and then plant the demolition charge. Do not plant it while it is still under enemy hands. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to tune in next week for the next tip of the week, which will be using smoke, how to use smoke effectively in all the different forms that it may be. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you later.